The reign of Yemen's king, Rabia, came to an end, and now the power passed into the hands of a king named Abu Ka'b. Fully confident in his strength, Abu Ka'b began attacking neighboring regions, bringing them under his control. In one of these campaigns, he planned to attack Medina. However, the king was deeply influenced by the words of two knowledgeable Jews he encountered from the descendants of Qurayza, and he decided to abandon his plans to attack Medina. When he intended to destroy the city, these two learned Jews came before the king and said, "O king, reconsider. If you persist in your intent, know that you will face many difficulties and will not achieve your goal." When Abu Ka'b asked for an explanation, they replied, "This place will be the destination of a prophet who will emigrate from among Quraysh in the sanctuary during the end times. This will be his home and the place where he will make his decisions." The king abandoned the war and returned to Yemen, accompanied by the two Jews. Thus he accepted their religion. The sincere words of the two Jewish scholars brought a significant spiritual transformation within the king. Upon his arrival in Yemen, the king wanted to share his inner transformation with his people, but initially, the people of Himyar disagreed. They viewed the new faith with suspicion. They considered fire sacred and worshipped it. To disprove the king's words, they challenged him to a trial by fire. The king agreed. According to their belief, only fire could determine the truth or falsehood of a matter. If the fire consumed something, it meant that side's claim was deemed incorrect. Abu Ka'b's two Jews hung their books around their necks, murmuring verses from the Torah, placing their trust in their Lord, and awaited the outcome. The people threw the idols they had brought with them into the fire. Immediately, all the idols crackled and burned to ashes in the flames. Then it was the turn of the king and the two Jewish men. As they approached the fire, the flames began to subside and eventually started to extinguish. Witnessing this, many of the Himyar people embraced the faith of the two men, and thus Judaism began to spread in Yemen. Later, under the guidance of these two scholars, Abu Ka'b took part in the renovation of the Kaaba. One night, he received a vision instructing him to cover the Kaaba with a thick cloth. Thus, he became the first person to commission a covering for the Kaaba. Subsequently, he had similar dreams 2 more times, each instructing him to cover it with an even finer cloth. He covered the Kaaba with the most expensive fabric of that time and left this as an instruction for future generations. Abu Ka'b became so devoted to the words of the two Jewish men that he grew intensely eager to see the final prophet they often spoke about. His desire to meet this last prophet was so profound that he would sometimes speak his name to the point of near delirium. In one of his poems, he recited, "I know a man named Ahmad, a messenger sent by Allah, the most honorable among creation. If I live long enough, I will become his loyal minister or helper. Today, I will wield my sword against his enemies and declare war, thus eliminating the impending dangers from the very start."